Start taking very deep breaths in and out. When you inhale, make sure every inhalation's oxygenated air goes and reaches you head to toes, shoulder blades to shoulder blades, fingertips to fingertips, toe joints to toe joints. They are big breaths. They are physical movements where you inflate and you deflate. Seated comfortably. In Padmasana, the lotus pose. With spine upright, shoulders tucked back of the head in line with the spine. Eyes very gently closed. Take awareness on the diaphragm, your own personal ceiling to your abdomen and flooring to your lungs. Loving the diaphragm, it's doing so much. It's a protection up and down. Just below the sternum, the lungs, protecting us. Just above the abdomen, protecting the organs. Smile as you say thank you to the diaphragm and start with diaphragmatic breathing. The first thing that gets held up in tension is from the diaphragmatic area all the way down to the perineum. We want to ease this tension off to reverse manic panic. As we do diaphragmatic breathing in a ratio of 4:4:6:2. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empty diaphragm 2. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Exhale more and hold. Purak. Antarkumbhak. Rechak. Bahir Kumbhak after the long Rechak. Make sure you keep the count of 4:4:6:2. One round on your own. Very steady body, legs in Padmasana, diaphragmatic breathing, creating a strong foundation to reverse manic panic. Come into a very rhythmic breathing of ratio 4:4:6:2. On finishing this round of diaphragmatic breathing, come into alternate nostril breathing to balance both the hemispheres of the brain. We are currently addressing panic attacks, depressive anxieties, anxiety attacks, low feelings, stress. How we combat it? 1. Diaphragmatic breathing ratio 4:4:6:2, followed by alternate nostril breathing. Bring the right hand in Nasagraha Mudra. Close the right nostril. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale from the other nostril. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empty lungs. 2. Inhale from the right. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empty lungs. 2. The first thing that goes completely erratic into arrhythmia is the breath. The breath has to be brought back into balance. Involve yourself with the diaphragm, falling in love with the diaphragm as you do diaphragmatic breathing in Anulom Vilom Pranayam, alternate nostrils. Alternate nostril has a ratio of 4:4:6:2. So we inhale from the left, hold in Antar Kumbhak, exhale from the right for 2 more counts, and hold for 2 counts Bahir Kumbhak. All this diaphragmatic, this awesome flooring to the lungs and sealing to the abdomen. This awesome flooring to the rib cage and the intercostal muscles, and a sealing to the liver, the spleen, the pancreas, the gallbladder, the stomach, the large intestines, and the small intestines. There are so many times when we could be doing bhastrikas, that is the lung breath, abdominal breaths, but here is something which is the midway connection between the two. The one which gets into tension. Combating manic panic, stress, suicidal feelings, low feelings, panic attacks, depressive anxieties is really not easy, and we don't want to rush to doctors to go into medication. How simple we have made it, the mentors, the masters. So simple. Handling manic panic. Explore diaphragmatic breathing in Anulom Vilom Pranayam, alternate nostrils. 4:4:6:2. As you continue doing this, come into Jnana Mudra, where you continue doing the alternate nostril breathing mentally, but the hand has come down where the index fingertip touches the thumb tip. The other 3 fingers are open. So from alternate nostril breathing, we come into Jnana Mudra. And we do one last round of alternate nostril breathing diaphragmatically. Not lung-centric, not abdomen-centric, diaphragm-centric. Now intensify the awareness at the center of the diaphragm, at the Manipur chakra, at the base of the sternum. Very intensified awareness. Remember, you're doing a chakra meditation at this point, infusing breath work. This chakra is between the Manipur chakra and the solar plexus chakra. It's at the sternum. It's a power chakra. It's connected with our pancreas, our outer adrenal glands. We want it to be very healthy to reverse manic panic. Creates so much energy, something that we need for every chore and every thought or every thoughtlessness, energy. A non-dominating nature. It's very powerful. Any blockages in this base of the sternum, diaphragmatic area, can result in anger, depression, and a sense of victimization, and hence poor digestion. Rub inhaled and exhaled air at the throat pit to make it sound full now. So we are adding Ujjayi breathing to this. While doing this, we now move our index finger and thumb tips to separate. So we open up the mudra. And we move from Jnana Mudra to Prana Mudra, where the thumb pad meets the ring fingertip and the little fingertip. Every inhalation and every exhalation is going to be rubbing in the throat, making a sound. And that is called Ujjayi. For a beginner, we have to open the mouth completely as we inhale, as we exhale, making a sound so that we know what an Ujjayi breath is like. As we use prana mudra on either side of the shoulders or on our lap to reduce stress, to bring back, to channel vital energy. There's a little contraction on the glottis and the epiglottis. And that's what makes the sound Ujjayi. Find a deep connect between consciously taking inhaled air up the nostrils as they rub in the throat pit every breath, and goes and reaches at every cell, tendon, ligament, nerve, till it finally lands and focuses at the sternum center, the area which gets tensed up when we are in a panic mode. Exhalations also will originate from there. Up soundfully at the throat pit and out soundfully from the nostrils. Engage in it completely, falling in love with your nostrils, nasal passages, throat pit, sternum, diaphragm. How magical are they all? They don't deserve to be ill-treated. We are currently comfortably seated in Padmasana, the lotus pose. Padmasana is a very important posture. Here it is. I've tilted my camera to show you a Padmasana, a lotus pose. Except for a post-surgery situation of the knees, it has no contraindications. With an upright spine with full gratitude oozing for the spine. One vertebrae out of gear and we know how much in pain we are. Shoulders tucked back of the head in line with the spine. Knowing that anything that is forbidden for a while should not become permanent. Whether it is sitting on the floor, being in Padmasana, and we continue in this last breath of Ujjayi ratio 4:4:6:2 in Pran Mudra to address depression, panic attacks, stress, low feeling. I call it manic panic on my Facebook group. Discontinue the practice to come into peak state, Kapalbhati. The mudra stays, and we do active exhalations, pulling the abdomen in. Remember that Kapalbhati has no contraindications. It brings low blood pressure back to normal, high blood pressure back to normal, hypertension back to normal. Go and find your comfort space, your comfort zone in Kapalbhati. Do not underestimate, value every exhalation because it's throwing out deoxygenated air, waking up paralyzed intestines, abdomen, liver, spleen, pancreas. We've abused all these organs in the abdomen enough during problems, pressures, and stresses of daily life. We don't want to do that anymore. Let's express gratitude with active Kapalbhati. Take it from me, no contraindications. Your Kapalbhati's comfort zone and pace will increase and decrease depending on the directions given by the mind, the brain to it. And now come into peak zone with the arms to open up the mudra and start running on the spot. Start twisting. Start adding inhalations to this. Add a smile to it. Finding it difficult? Do it forcefully. Dance in it. Discontinue the practice. Continue smiling. Notice how you feel at this time. Watch that diaphragm smiling. Every organ within you saying, thank you. Take your name. Thank you. And then come into the prayer mudra, Anjali mudra. The mudra of thank you, the mudra of gratitude, the mudra of self-respect, the mudra of respecting others. Anjali mudra. With the back of the knuckles, feel your heartbeat. Drop the tongue down. Do not press it up on the hard palate in your mouth. To do what is called Savitri Pranayam. Inhale to a count of 7. Hold to a count of 4. Exhale to a count of 9. In the throat breath, Ujjayi. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 more rounds on your own. Make sure the tongue is dropped from the hard palate. A tongue pressed up on the hard palate shows stress, anxiety, a low depressive feeling. And there one feels again like the manic panic is trying to get its way in. And what will help is Anjali Mudra. Thank you, but I don't want you panic mode. I know how to deal with this with my breathwork, mudras, chakra meditation, consistent practice, my mindful awareness, my educational resources, my tribe, my mentor, my own divinity, my own Param Guru. I have my support system. I don't need you. After this round, look up at Bhumadhya cockeyed. Notice the V shape, the dark V shape out there. Bring the tongue as out as possible and roar like a lioness. 3 to 5 rounds, out of which you inhale fully from the nostrils. A lioness is the queen of the jungle. Another one. Full cockeyed. Bhumadhya. The tongue out like the Kali. Do the goddess breath work. Very out. Full energy, full power. Very, very, very powerful one. And as soon as you discontinue the practice, open up the Anjali Mudra, bring your palms down on your knees, elbows out like wings. Stick the tongue out again. If the Nasagraha Mudra has come out or the Bhumadhya Mudra has come out, go into either of them. Staring at the center, both eyeballs at the center, whether down at the nose or up at the eyebrows. To do what is called Swan Pranayam, the panting dog. Full peak state, don't take a break. The moment you've discontinued, bring the tongue in, open up the Bhumadhya or the Nasagraha Mudra, close your eyes, come into normalcy. Making sure you're still seated in the lotus pose Padmasana with shoulders tucked back. That the vertebral column is completely unslouched. A slouched vertebral column will get us into habit of slouching on chairs, on sofas, everywhere. We don't want that. We always want our posture upright and proud with our chest out. Back of the head is in line with the spine. Notice how you feel at this time. Acknowledge how you feel. It was about a decade back when I used every excuse, like menopause, situations I was tiding through, being supportive to the family, huge renovations and repair work going on in my building, in-laws battling for life with ill health, everything outside of me, staff, white ants. There was just nothing left for me to use that as an excuse in that home I lived in. Little did I realize that these low feelings, panic attacks, manic feeling, bouts of depressive anxieties, suicidal feelings, which some of us occasionally tide through for that moment or those moments or those few days or those few weeks, can so easily be overcome, so powerfully with breathwork techniques, with chakra meditation infused with 3 mudras, Jnana Mudra, Prana Mudra, Anjali Mudra, combined with breath work with counts, diaphragmatic, peak state Kapalbhatis, peak state Bhastrikas, balancing the two hemispheres in the brain with Anulom Vilom pranayams in Ujjayi. So simple. We need to make sure we are integrating our sequences. We need to be in regular practice. We need to be in mindful awareness. We need to educate ourselves. The best thing about every pain for any teacher or a mentor is when she has tied it through it personally. She then can become a support system along with her tribe. She then can help you be in consistent practice. She then can take you under her wings so that you're with her tribe, with her mentoring, so that you overcome it and become mentors at your own. Each one of us should be living with a mission of curing those 100,000 women who are menopausing, 100,000 men who are going through their emotional menopause, making it so cheerful, so effortless, like a breeze. So many people live in toxic environments and they go and merge into the toxicity rather than come out of it to make others less toxic, happy people. Gratitude infused with breathwork techniques, gratitude infused with chakra meditation, gratitude infused with mudras, gratitude infused with mindful awareness, gratitude infused with your own educational resources, with your tribe, with your support system, so that you can be a part of it, is what we do every single day. Mornings, 7:30 to 8:05 on weekdays. Yogdivine. Breathwork for longevity, addressing every issue possible. With that, we end today's session. Sessions never end where it comes to breathwork. So our own personal session continues, especially when it's a weekender. Thank you for being a part of this session. Hari Om Tat Sat. For those of you who want to just brush through and go through the entire revision again, if you're not getting late, let's do a run through. Explore your diaphragmatic breathing for a strong foundation first. Inhale and exhale exactly at the base of the lungs, above the abdomen. Regulate it now with alternate nostril breathing. Add Ujjayi to it, throat breath. Bring a chakra awareness at the Manipur chakra at the base of the sternum so that we strengthen our survival instincts, get into more positive mode, come out of panic. Completely focus with your mind's eye at the Manipur chakra. Integrating now the entire sequence of a mudra, prana, jnana, or anjali mudra. Going through the sequence with mindful awareness, taking a sankalpa that you will stay in regular practice. Educate yourself on your own, being your own Param Guru. along with this daily support system. Thank you all. Hari Om Tat Sat.